Hello, this is Galen Martling, Design Team member with Unity Stamp Company. I have a bird card today. I'm going to show how I make this center focal panel with the bird, and I'm going to show how I stack those layers a little bit later on. Now I'm going to also focus on this background of the month stamp by Unity. It's Peaceful Unity is the name of it. I just love it. It's olive branches and olives. So I also have Live for Today, which has this beautiful cardinal, and I'm using my Creative Time dies. I'm using tag dies, and I'm also using the rectangle die layers for that. I'm also using a sentiment from Gotta Love Sentiments by Unity. And so to begin, for the stamping on the Cardinal, I use Copic friendly ink with the Mini Misty. And that's a stamp positioning tool, and I use that to make 3 passes of stamping on that Cardinal. And I'm going to go ahead and start adding color using Copic markers. I have the colors listed here, but of course you can use whatever you have on hand. You don't have to use Copic markers. But in this case, my example is with Copics. I decided I want this bird to be a cardinal. And so I know, and I looked at pictures of cardinals, and they have this black ring around the front of their face, covering their eyes, sort of like a mask. And I went ahead and sketched that in with a light gray, and then I added some darker grays and around that sketchy area in the face. And I like the way it looked. I think I came close. So anyway, I went ahead and added some orange to the beak, and I'm adding some reds and rose color to the body of the cardinal. And so I just blend lots of layers of color until I get the look that I want. Really, it's just never the same twice. And so I just blend it out. I like to just do wispy motions with Copics and come in with a lighter color to blend. I also like to use the 0, which is the colorless marker on the Copic line, and it has a bleaching effect, and I'm using it now here, and it just softens the look of wherever these colors meet. It helps, erase the harshness of the color differences in color. And so this, I believe, was supposed to be berries for a Christmas stamp, but I'm going to use it for olives to match that olive branch background. And so I'm going to color it in similar colors to what I'm going to use for the background. And so I go ahead, it took a while to do this background. I used many colors of greens, and I did the olives. I started with green in the olives, but I didn't think they popped out as much or like I wanted them to. So then I ended up making them more like black olives with grays and browns and darker gray in there to make it look like black olives. It pops a little bit better against the green. I also added some lime color to those leaves and some darker areas for accents on each of those leaves. So I sped it up here for the video, but you just, you add color how you like. Make it any color you want. And this particular background stamp doesn't need color at all. You could stamp with black ink right onto maybe a color cardstock or add foiling to it. There's lots of options to use this stamp. I just decided to go ahead and add a bunch of color to it today. Now I'm using my Creative Time dies to make a center focal point using that cardinal and some tags that are pre-die cut. I also die cut this background where the olive leaves are, and I'm going to make that be the background. I'm going to layer lots of small areas, small details to the center of the card. I have 2 layers of this tag that I'm using, put twine on it, and adhered that with foam tape right onto that background. Now I'm adding that cardinal as well with foam tape to pop it up, and then the sentiment right on top of the cardinal. It's all stacked. I love it. I also went a step further and added 3 hearts. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you take a moment to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like and share, and have a great day.